Beautiful day, beautiful soul, and welcome back to Love, Peace, and Happiness Tarot. I'm your hostess. I go by Melinda NailFanatic, and I am back to do the latest episode of the download. This is our Summer Solstice 2021 edition, being recorded for you on the day the sun goes into the zodiac sign Cancer, June 20th, 2021. Whenever you find this message is when you're meant to find this message. So, interesting. Okay, there it goes. I was having a challenge to send out the notifications, so that was interesting. Okay, now they're going out for those who requested them. Okay, so summer solstice, a time to go from seeding and planting and to nourishing what has been planted, taking care of what we've been growing, what we've been planting for ourselves. It's the longest day of the year where the sun is at its highest point. And when the sun rose over Stonehenge, it rose directly to the center. And when it sets, it'll set directly through the gateway there. So this longest day of the year is held sacred significance for peoples throughout history. The pyramids are built around these celestial happenings, and there's just so much that people have drawn from the happenings of the the summer solstice. Okay, what we nourish now is what we harvest come fall, as you look at planting and plant life. And so it's important for us to turn inward, notice ourselves. At this time, there's a lot of new things beginning, hence the seeds that are being planted. Okay, so when you're starting new things, you don't always know how they're going to go. So there's a need to pause and watch for what blooms. Okay, and before we begin our session today, we're going to do some I am statements from these little note cards. You might remember them. I am perfect. I am love. I am happiness. I am creativity. I am gratitude. I am grateful. I am peace. I am awareness. I am control. I am money. I am power. So, when you need to, remind yourself of these powerful I am statements, because this is a great time for intention setting and owning these affirmations of one's own truth. So we're going to use the Light Seers Tarot at this time to get into this message from the summer solstice. We're going to look at what is being planted, how we can nourish it, and what that harvest is going to look like. Okay, so there'll be some predictive energies here. So let's see, for the collective, for the love and peace and happiness tribe, what seeds have been planted? What are the seeds that have been planted that you want us to look at this time? For the love, peace, and happiness tribe, please and thank you. Just looking for some cards to fall out, and there's a whole stack. And it's interesting because when I was told, when I was saying, speaking it out, the request for information and speaking it out as the seeds that were planted, I saw that there were going to be several seeds that would come through, and that's what we have. There's a nice stack here of cards indicating many seeds that have been planted. So we're just going to take from what fell out to the floor. First thing, what seed has been planted? Magician. A magic, a power within, a knowing of your power. Okay. And a moving of energy with nature, drawing from the etherics. Look at this. Look at the image. Like, wow. This person is moving energy with their hands. So for somebody, you planted a seed too of moving energy with your hands. Okay. Knight of Wands is a seed that's been planted. Moving to the beat of your own drum is a seed that's been planted. Some of you began to do some new things that you had not done before. Okay. Some of you began to play an instrument. Okay. Also, I'm getting from this card, because there's the horse in the background, and I read the whole Clan of the Cave Bear series from Jean M. Owl, and it talks about a young lady named Isla who was able to telepathically communicate with her horse, and that was very significant in her experience. And so for some of you, this is about telepathic communication with the animal world as well. Okay. What are the seeds we have that have been planted? We have the Five of Swords. Interestingly enough, somebody said, why would I plant seeds of the Five of Swords? That's not a good card. But I say, yes, it is, because 5 represents a shift. It represents a change of energies. And we're talking about mental faculties when we're talking about swords. So I see that if you look in the back, there's this liberated being who's connected to these light streams. And so the person up front, I'm so fucking tired of this. I'm so fucking tired of this, right? I've said it many times my own self, and I'm sure you've had different causes to say that as well. So there's this energy in this Five of Swords of anything that is creating a cross current focus in me. I want to just like nip it in the bud. So there's that energy of removing the cross current focuses, removing any unbeneficial, contradictory thought patterns, perceptions, beliefs, and awareness that's kept holding you in that pattern of, I'm so fucking tired of this. What else do we have? A seed that's planted. We have the moon. There's somebody here who is fallen into a body of water, and they're facing all this water that's pushing them down. And so there's this energy of, I want to deal with my repressed emotions. I want to deal with my repressed emotions. And I see that that's coming out. They're saying that these two cards are coming out together. And they're saying that these two cards are coming out together as one seed. So I see that anywhere where we've been holding on to repressed emotions that are creating a cross-current point of focus for us. So this is even, I'm getting a strong energy of creating awareness of where our focus has been unbeneficial for us, because we're holding on to some emotions that have been hidden in the deep within us, okay? Knowing that there's more for us to learn about ourselves here. So this has a lot to do with self-awareness and self-evaluation, introspection evenly. Introspection evenly. Interesting. Why introspection evenly? Why did we say the word evenly? Because it's introspection about your actions and your feelings and how they're working together to create what you're fucking tired of, okay? What you're fucking tired of. It's like, what's the mind mechanics behind me continuing to end up here in this space, in this place, with this situation? I'm ready for a new experience, okay? We next have, as seeds planted, the Strength card and the Fool card. New beginnings and being more in control of where they're taking us, I'm hearing, with the Strength card. I also get the seed that's been planting here is, I'm going to stand my ground until I get that new beginning that I'm looking for. So there's staying in a place mentally, emotionally, physically for some, looking for that new beginning to come in, and mastering your own urges to just run, because there's this energy I'm feeling like there's this desire to run, whether it's run away, run ahead, run into something, charge forward, just you're ready for the new beginning, but it's like, hold on a second, it's not time yet. This is not it. Yes, it's here, no, this is not it, what you're seeing. So that sounds very contradictory. Say it in a more harmonic way. I know that the energy of the new beginning is real, but I also know that the energy of the old beginning is still dissipating. Therefore, it's still in my experience. And I'm choosing to stand still until what I'm experiencing is confirmed as part of the new energy. And when I say confirmed, I see like testing, right? I see testing, 1, 2, 3. But I see like a lab test of some sort. It's like you go and you get lab test results that confirm or deny. Okay, so there's something here about testing out this new situation, making sure that it is definitely part of a new energy, not the same old experience as it has been. Okay, so those are some powerful seeds that have been planted there. What else we have? The 7 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so with these two cards together, you are growing and nurturing something, but you realize that it's time to leave those seeds where they've been planted and move forward. So there's an intention to move away into something to continue to do this work. So it's like an intention not to stress or obsess over seeds planted, I feel like, with another person. So there's an intention here to, this is a powerful thing that's coming through. There's an intention here to allow other people to nourish their own seeds. In other words, some awareness has been created in others. And there was a point where you were obsessed with trying to safeguard it, make sure it grows right and all this stuff. And now it's like, okay, you know what? I got to work on me and they got to work on them. For them to have success in this growth, they have to be the one to do the growing. They've got to do the growing. They've got to nourish it. They've got to create this for themselves. Coming through here, they've got to do it on their own. So letting go of the responsibility that belongs to someone else so that you can then continue forward and take care of what is your responsibility personally. Okay. The bottom of the deck here is the High Priestess. The High Priestess, she's here connected to the collective consciousness, to the all that is, to the all is one is all is mine, to the universe, to source, to God, to her higher self, to her future self. She's connected to her ancestors, and she has great knowing. So this is like through all these experiences of seed planting, you've been knowing that this was set. This was set to occur. That things. It's like you knew that what you were working on now would definitely have benefits in the future. And I'm hearing, yeah, and that don't take no fucking genius to know that. Like, you plant the seeds, you water them, they're going to grow. What did you plant, though, is the question. I see here somebody planted some seeds indefinitely to transmute the energy of unreliability. Okay, somebody is looking to be able to have a good time, enjoy life, march to the beat of their own drum, but also have stability in that. Okay. Again, somebody planted some seeds here to remove anything that is lingering from past experiences. It's contradicting your solid foundation, your new beginning that you're moving forward into, because you know that liberation is here. You know that you can be free from these past energies. Okay, so you're saying anything that I'm holding on to inside of me that holds me in this repetitive pattern of the past, I want to close those cycles down. So I want to have awareness of what those things are inside of myself so that I can then do something about it. Okay. And somebody here saying, you know what, my intention is to go with the new no matter what. The only time I will come out of my protective phase, out of my controlled phase where I'm controlling my actions. The only time where I'm going to cut loose, in other words, the only time where I'm going to cut loose, show out, is going to be once I've tested and I've seen that it's in the new energies. And again, that, you know, I helped a lot of people by planting seeds within them, but it's not my job to raise those seeds up. It's not my job to push those seeds to the light. It's their job now to do it. I trust in what I've built. I trust in the seeds that I planted. I trust in the foundation that I gave them. You have to, excuse me, I have a little bit of allergies mixed with a little bit of summer cold. So, and I'm going to let those seeds sit with that person. They now have responsibility over this fresh beginning, over this new growth that they have. And I'm going to continue to move forward because there's more for me to do. I'm not finished. This was not the last one for me. Okay. In other words, there was more for you to do moving forward purposefully and in a positive way. So this isn't like, well, I never want to see you again. Handle your own business. It's not like that. This is like, well, you know, if you need to reach out, go ahead and reach out. But I feel like you got this. So I'm going to let you handle this from now on. And I have some other obligations that I need to tend to. I need some things I need to take care of for myself at this time. So the conversation looking more like that. So let's look at how to nourish these seeds now. I'm shuffling the Eye of Love Tarot. And we're going to look at how to nourish these seeds. So we've got 4 different seeds here. Some of you are resonating with all of them. Some of you are resonating with a couple of them. And some of you, you're creating awareness right now, I hear, of some seeds that you've planted from your higher self that you weren't even necessarily physically aware of in your physical conscious mind. Okay. One moment, please. Okay. And so let's look at what is the way to nourish these seeds. Okay. How do we nourish these seeds? So beginning with the Magician and the Knight of Wands. Okay. So here, using your power so you can march to the beat of your own drum. There's some things you want to do. You're inspired. Some of you want to be a musician. Some of you want to be an actor or actress or a dancer or a performer of some sort. Some of you got some dancing horse. Somebody has a dancing horse. And you want to be able to put those shows on again. Somebody set an intention for that. And I hear, and you've been working your horse out. Interesting. I love dancing horses. If you have a video, can you send me one? I'd love to see you and your dancing horse. Okay. Somebody here is practicing, and what your big intention is working with the power of your hands so that you can move matter and people. Interesting. So somebody is working with the power of their hands. You started doing this already and observing how people and matter respond to that. I've been seeing on TikTok recently a lot of images and videos of people who have manifested the use of their chi energy, and they're able to move items telekinetically. Yeah, working on that. Somebody is working on that in a process right now. And I hear somebody is also drawing in observers, those who would respond. In other words, you're inspiring others. You're inspiring others, drawing in clientele, business. It's like you're moving clients towards you. You're moving business to you with this process. For most of you, I feel like this is definitely involving the hands. Okay. How to nourish this, the 4 of Pentacles. Interesting, because nourishing this involves keeping your resources for yourself. And the bottom of the deck, I'm being guided to pull from the top and the bottom of the deck. So with the 4 of Pentacles at the top, coming off the top, and the 8 of Wands coming off the bottom, it's like a lot of energy coming your way. Being very selective. Interesting. Being very selective and drawing it in from the place that you sit. Interesting. So you're moving energy, you're moving matter. And there's the idea of nourishing these seeds is letting it all come to you. Letting it all come to you and drawing it in very strongly, drawing it in. Continue to draw it in. Continue to practice the practice that you're doing. But I'm hearing some of you are performing this, practicing this externally. Somebody is doing this outside the city or out in nature, and I'm getting home. Do it at home. I'm hearing do it at home. Is this Okay. So what I hear is for somebody, you're practicing with these big external situations, circumstances, people who you don't even know. The guidance for you that's going to help you really get this mastery down is doing it at home with those who you live with. So rather than, I'm hearing because, the status of home is always going to affect the status of external things, because your home is a big representative of your own vessel, your physical vessel. This is why they say, if you have your house is in chaos, a lot of times your life is in chaos. And different ones have known that if you clean up your home, it's going to help you energetically to clean up your life. Okay. So it's like, do this at home with the ones closest to you, those who you will not let go of. And I'm getting the dishes. The dishes are very simply. Start with the dishes. Somebody wants to see somebody wash dishes. Okay. Whether that's literal. No, they're saying that is literal. Okay. So start with the ones at home. Somebody wants to get greetings from their child as their child walks in the door. Start with things like this, simple things like this, because these are foundational for you. And what's going to happen is that foundational energy, as it's affected, it spreads out into your physical experience. So it's like you want to touch the world and create this change in the world and draw in this energy where you can march to the beat of your own drum and people are responding to the magic that you're putting out. Okay, start with the ones at home. Somebody says, but all I have at home is my puppies. Okay, we'll work with your puppies then. Okay. Interesting. What is going to be the harvest of this? Okay, we have the Ace of Swords and Strength. Wow, I hear the power of your word. The power of your word. There will be the harvest of this is huge. I'm getting confidence in your power of your word. The power of your word, that your word always wins. And there's some scripture in the Bible. I'm not remembering it specifically, but what I am being shown is I sent my word and my word must return to me without fail. This is a conversation that God was having, not sure with whom, but he says, I send my word out and my word must return to me without fail. So there's that energy of building confidence that what you've put out is returning to you without fail. Okay, I'm being guided to do these affirmations with you again. I am perfect. I am love. I am happiness. I am creativity. I am grateful. I am peace. I am awareness. I am control. I am money. I am power. Okay, moving on to our next seeds that were planted. We were talking about any cycles that you're stuck in because of your own headspace, where you know that there is a more liberated feeling there, a more liberated perspective there, that you want to free yourself from these cycles. Intention has been set to clear all these things out. If it takes sitting in some emotions that you have been building up, amassing like this body of water, amassing these emotions, if that's what it takes, you're willing to do that. Whatever it takes, I get whatever it takes to move through this at this time is what you're looking for. That's the intention that you set. Okay, and I'm here in 2021 is a perfect year to do that because it's a 5-year. This is a year about facing challenges, obstacles, and creating that pivot point. This year is a pivoting point. So anything that's counterproductive to your ultimate harmonistic success, goals, relationships, finances, family ships, and I hear and relationship with yourself. This is a great year where the energies are conducive to helping you shift those, to helping you unveil these things that you've been hiding. And now we're not talking about surface stuff. We're not talking about, oh, well, I don't like that outfit. I'm not going to wear that outfit because when I wear that outfit, I don't like how it's not like that. It's not about outfit. This is about something that's going inside. This is an infit. This is about something that's deep, that's been carried for a long time. That moon, the waters go deep, and the moon deals with past and confronting your past. Okay. So there's the energy here of somebody who's decided, seriously, I'm going to deal with my past. I've been running from it long enough. I can't deal with this, and I can't run from it no longer. I can't continue to live these cycles. And I've realized that the cycles that have been continuing in my life are entrenched in my past. Okay, fine. Let's go into the past. I don't want to fucking do it, but let's do it anyway. So how do we nourish these seeds? How do we nourish these seeds? Seems simple, like cope with your feelings, but let's see what we have. First clarifier, the Hermit. Again, introspective energy. We said introspection, right? Introspective energy and the Ace of Wands. Okay, so as you're looking within, you're finding your power. So nourishing this. Every time this stuff comes up, ask yourself a question. Where is my power in this? How is this a tool for my use in the days and weeks and the years and the rest of my life to come? Because this is a tool for me. This is serving me somehow. So there's that how to nourish these seeds that you planted. It's like, where is my power in this? Is a powerful question. As you realizing like this cycle has gone on, because when I was 5 years old, you know, I almost drowned. And so now I am afraid of going to the beach or being near the water or somebody else. When I was 5 years old, somebody told me that I would never amount to anything. And so now I don't feel like I have any value. Okay, so where is my power in this? Somebody says, yeah, where is my power in this? I hear you. Where is my power in this? And this is about finding that power from those places, okay? Finding the power from those places where somebody did something, said something. For somebody, it's been 5 years or 18 years of headache, relationships, situations. I hear since you were 23 years old, you realize that something was a repetitive cycle in your relationships. And it's like, what have you learned from these things? Where is your power? If every dark night of the soul has power to be gained within it, have you found the power that was there to be gained from this one? This is how you nourish yourself through these seeds that have been planted, by taking your power out of these challenges. So if you're going through a lot of mental difficulties where you're like, I'm fucking tired of this. Okay, well, apparently thank you. If my emotional GPS system is always on point, because it is evidence of this and the calling of my spirit towards my fulfillment and my choices in my life for life purpose or ultimate fulfillment, satisfaction, whatever my life goals. If that's true and I feel this crappy about this, what is it truly showing me? Apparently, I'm not in alignment with myself here. What do I need to see? What do I need to do differently? What's the new perspective? What is this experience teaching me? So that's how you nourish yourself in this. What is the harvest that you gain from doing this work? Hello, Kat, our first commenter of the day. So thankful and grateful for your beautiful presence. What is the harvest that is gained from this experience? What is the harvest that is gained from this experience? Processing the past, pulling your power out, asking spirit to help you discern this message contained within this resistance. Okay. All right. And here we have it. We have, the Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Wands. Okay. So the nourishment is, first off, the Knight of Pentacles in this other position over here talked about, moving forward to continue on with your purpose and do more work that was needed for you to do. Okay. Interesting enough, because now this Ace of Wands that we had in the last question we asked, which is how do we nourish ourselves? This here Ace of Wands now becomes held by the Queen of Wands, okay, with the Knight of Pentacles looking forward to her. So what I see here is the harvest in this is these powers literally becoming tools in your toolbox to help you move forward in this forward momentum, to help you create this life of happiness that you have been focused upon, so that you can have the experience that you've been working towards your whole life. Like, seriously, whatever this situation is, the power in it, you needed this. It is a necessary component of completing life purpose work. The Knight of Pentacles today coming through as very much about life purpose work. You know, because life purpose work is slow. It's steady. It takes time. You got to develop the qualities. You got to develop the wisdom. You got to develop the skills to accomplish it. So addressing these things from your past, all these emotions that have been cross current for you. In other words, anywhere where you had resistance, getting clear on that, getting the blessing out of that lesson, out of that stressing, becomes another tool in your toolbox. It's another tool you can use to create this life that you will find fulfillment in, that you do find fulfillment in. This is a spiritual power being added, and it's like taking the power from being external to you and putting it inside of you. Ooh, it's like no longer giving your power away, but owning your power. Okay. All right, we had for our third position of what seeds had been planted. It is now time to nourish with the summer solstice energy. We had the Fool and the Strength card, and then we're talking about having the self-control to sit back and trust in this new beginning and wait until it's tried and true that this is the new energy. In other words, not getting yourself caught up in the old energy again by trying to rush into a situation, but taking time to really discern, like, this is the new energy, right? I get the image of dipping your toe into the water before you jump in. Because there's a temptation to just jump into anything that comes in, because you know in your heart that you changed so much, right? But spirit is the only, your higher self, spirit, God, source, knows whether or not this is complete and whether or not this energy is the new energy. And so you're like, hold on, let me test this out. Let me just keep game for a minute and see, is this a new energy? So there's an intention here that, watch, when I know for a fact that this is it, I'm going all in. I'm going all the way for it. Balls to the wall. I hear balls to the wall, like just jumping all the way in. You're about to dive in on it. Once you know for a fact that this is part of that new energy, you're ready to jump all the way in. So you're saying, okay, sorry, what I saw, I was cut off. My words were cut off with the image, and it was at the quarter-mile drag. The cars are lined up, and before that flag drops, before that checker flag to say go drop, or no, that's not the checker flag. Anyway, before the flag drops to say go, they're burning rubber. They're revving their engines. They're ready to go. That's how I see this. Your engine is on. It's revving your engine. It like you're ready to go. But you gotta wait until that go flag drops, because if the light ain't green, you will get disqualified. It will be a false start, which will make the whole run null and void. Okay, new beginning, golden opportunity. God's bringing this blessing, this golden opportunity into your physical experience. For a lot of people, I feel like this is that new person coming into your life, because I feel like a lot of y'all have had to clear out old karmic connections. I see old karmic connections being cleared out, and I see like this is a new new person in your life. Okay, somebody that's stable, somebody that's solid, somebody that's real. What else? And the Four of Cups again. If it's not this, saying no. This is how you nourish it. Keep doing what you're doing. In other words, this is the same message of what we already got. You're like ready for this fresh new start. You know this fresh new, it's like, it's tough because you know that this fresh new start is solid. So you're really ready for it. You're really ready to go. For somebody, this is living in a new place. Look at these two environments look different. For somebody, this is living in a new place. For somebody, this is a new career. Okay, for somebody, this is definitely a new career have come through. But there's a new, and it's a solid opportunity, something that truly is a golden opportunity. And it's, see, this is same old, same old, same old. This is what it has been. There's another one that matches that. Somebody said, I don't want what looks like what it used to be. I want a golden opportunity. And I don't want to say yes to anything until I'm sure, until it's been tested, that it's not like one of them old cups over there. It's just all emotional experience. Now, this is something that can be truly built on, okay? So, what is the harvest Okay, we have the Six of Wands coming out first, and that's coming out with the Ace of Cups. Yes, 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 yes. So in the harvest, where this applies to a new career for somebody. Oh, you're doing something where you're appreciated, you're recognized, your contribution is of value, and you feel so good about it. You feel so like this is aligning from my spirit. This is what I'm here to do. This I can get behind, because whatever you were doing before, whatever you're doing right now, waiting on this to happen, you can't get behind it. It's not a match for your spirit. It's not something you want to build up. It's not something you want to build on. Where it applies to a relationship, this is self-love, being recognized by another person that's coming into your life, okay? Where this is family connections, okay, this is you holding that vibration for the new beginning, and then the rest of them finally coming along and coming into this, okay? And so it opens up a new energy, a new connective energy between you and them. All right, now our fourth seed that came out for the message of what had been planted. Well, I got them started. Now they're gonna have to do the rest of the work on their own. Okay, so this is somebody who you planted some powerful seeds within this person. When we say you planted some powerful seeds within this person, we mean you helped this person have a whole new lease on life. You gave them new information. You gave them the groundwork to start a new beginning. You gave them the tools that they needed, okay, or techniques that they needed. You showed them how to do it. You helped them start that new life for themselves. Now it's something they have to resonate. Some of them, they got conscious awareness. Some of them began to learn of their power. Oh yes, see, look, and now the cards are speaking into one another, because this card is speaking with this card. They said, now put those together, because here you are. You said, this is how I do it. This is how I move energy. So here this person is beginning. They're only using one hand, yet you using two hands in this, okay? So you got a lot of experience in this, okay? Yes, you do. You have a lot of experience in this, in moving, manipulating energy, drawing energy towards meeting your goals. Now, this individual, they're at a phase where they're starting to see the positive outcome of the techniques that you shared, okay? But there's this need for you to now detach from it, because there's other work for you to do. This work is solid, it's stable. You'll always be connected in a way, because the energy of what you've done there will continue to grow, and you are part of that energy within this one. But physically, you're not going to be there like that anymore. Now it's their job to nurture it. Now it's their job to grow it. They're the one that has to take care of that seed and nurture that. So there's an intention here to let ones grow where they are, and you moving forward to continue in this life purpose of yours, which they have definitely been an important part of your life purpose. What I hear for you is this individual is evidence of, yes, the word evidence coming through for Knight of Pentacles again. Now this is evidence of the effectiveness of your technique, of your methodology, of your philosophy, however you describe this. Okay, let's see, clarify how to continue to nourish these seeds that have been grown about letting others and the world. The world comes out, and what is coming out with the world? We have what? The Hangman. Okay. So it's like no more sacrificing or holding yourself up. Once it's done, it's done. It's time for you to move on. Yeah. And there's a closing it off. So somebody's really not going to like this message, but the guidance here to continue to nourish these souls, leave them the fuck alone. Literally, it's like saying you've got to leave them alone. You want this to happen this way, you cannot be involved in it. If you want that person to grow the independence, the intuitive awareness, that spiritual connection, that solidarity within their own, leave them alone. Let that person do it on their own. You cannot do it for them if you want them to do it on their own. In other words, you have to trust in the awareness that you created, trust in the seeds that you planted, trust in the truth that will always prevail, and know that growth is inevitable. This is what has to happen. This is what's going to happen. So you need to go about your business, go about your life purpose, go about your mind in your world, because there's others coming into your world, and you can no longer, it's like where the phase of growth that they're in, it's not where you're at. You're at a whole nother phase. So you got to let this person stay where they're at until they figure it out to move to the next phase. But it must grow. So what's your harvest if you let go of this situation and leave this one or these ones? Okay. Interesting. Wow. You're going to, interesting. What you will harvest from doing this is releasing yourself from toxic connection, to codependency, to control of others, to attachment and abandonment issues. So this is your gateway out of abandonment and attachment issues, out of controlling other people, out of unhealthy attachment. I'm hearing unhealthy attachment, out of feeling alone. Because I hear, even if you stayed in that situation, there's the energy of feeling alone there, because this person is not compatible with who you now are. This person is not compatible with who you now are. This person is compatible with who you used to be or where you used to be. And so for your life to progress on your path, you've got to let them sit with their own stuff and work on their own growth. And you got to continue to move forward, because part of your growth, it's like this person came in to show you that you could teach this. Interesting. So once you, I hear once you have learned something, you'll know that you really learned it, because you can teach it to somebody else. So that's something that one of my math teachers said in school, like, you got it down if you could teach somebody else to do it. And so that's kind of like what this person came into your life to show you, that you really did understand what you're talking about, and how to transform your life, and how to refocus your energy, and how you could heal yourself, heal your life, heal the seeds of your past that you came from. You know how you can really create powerful change for yourself. This person was here so that you could teach them and then leave them alone. Like, seriously, I don't know my high school teacher's, math teacher's name anymore, but I still remember what they said, and it still benefits me today. So there's that energy of detaching from this and moving on. And in doing so, this is you, I'm hearing, squashing codependency and abandonment issues through this opportunity as well, because there's an energy here of, well, I grew it and I made it grow, so it's mine and I'm going to keep it forever. No, you're not. No, you're not. I don't give a dang if you birthed it. You can't keep it forever. Ask anybody that got a 20-thing child or something like that, a 30-thing child that's busy trying to live their life. They don't even be telling you when they're coming and going. They don't even be telling you what's going on in their life. They're trying to live their life. You have no control over them, and you will not keep them forever. They're going to go on and do what they came here to do, at least if you didn't build extreme codependency in them. Okay? If they find any kind of self-sufficiency, which is kind of it's part of what's being grown here, is a self-sufficient mentality. Okay, a person could tend to their own needs and do the work for themselves. The bottom of the deck is refusing to see energy of the Two of Swords. So important decisions have been made, some that you didn't want. Interesting, the bottom of both decks are twos, and the minor arcana reflect back to the major arcana. So making a decision based on intuitive guidance, based on spiritual awareness is coming in for you, okay? So this is what we have for this summer solstice for the download today. It looks like you're in this powerful phase of new beginnings. Let me get something from the Moonology deck. It's been calling to me since before then. It got quiet. Now it got real loud. So let's see, what do you have for our beautiful tribe today of love and peace and happiness, with this beautiful solstice message of what seeds have been planted and how to nourish them. Okay. What message do you have for tribe today? I'm being guided to pull one for each set of cards. So in regards to the Magician and the Knight of Wands, where you are working with the power of your hands to move matter and people. Okay, a new start is coming, new moon. So in regards to that, they want you to know that, yes, first off, you are able to move the ethers. And, the harvest was the Ace of Swords and the Strength card, saying the confidence in your power and ability. What it's saying is your confidence in your ability of your word. In other words, your spoken word, your confidence in your ability to start new things and to make things happen. Oh boy, it's going to change your whole life, because the more you know, the more you know. It's like in the beginning when I first started healing hands with my grandchildren, it was just, I knew that it would work because it's a mind trick. They were so little that I could trick them. Hey, grandma's going to heal you. But guess what happened? I began to believe in it too, because every time they came to me, like, it worked. They healed, their pains were gone. And then what happened was it grew to where I could do it on other people too, like grown people. And these healing hands have worked on so many now with the focus of intention. So it's like interesting. So it's like the clarity, the knowing that it always works is something that's coming out there. It's going to bring a whole new start to your life. Now, in regards to looking at what cross-current energies you've been holding on to, this one come out interestingly. It's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. So that energy there where you've been, what have I been holding on to? Turning it into a power in your toolbox, turning it into a tool that you can access at will for your own higher, lighter, and brighter good. This is saying that, yes, it's time for you to release negativity. So anywhere where you've been holding on to a cross-current idea, but belief or point of focus that's not benefiting you, that's keeping you in this old cycle where you're just like, I'm fucking done with this, I don't want no more. It's time to release that. So looking at that closely, coming up, Scorpio energy, digging deep into the emotions, looking beyond the perceived, the physically perceived world, looking below the surface, into the esoteric background, or in other words, the laws of the universe and how they apply here. That's the esoteric background. Okay. Our third seed of intention was the Fool card and the Strength card. This was trusting in that new beginning and holding yourself back from taking physical action until you're certain. In other words, until it's proven that this is part of the new experience for you. Anything else, rejecting that is what you are choosing to do. And it's like being recognized in the new energy, recognizing it and going for it. You and your loved ones are safe. New moon in Cancer. Okay. The sun just went into Cancer today. So this is an energy here of overcoming a lot of obstacles by being on that mind track of only when it shows for a fact, when the test results come back and say, oh yeah, this is the new energy. In other words, you're going to look at opportunities. You're going to look at the opportunities, but you're going to say, oh no, this looks just like this looked just like the last three. I'm not taking anything that looks like these ones. I already had to put those 3 emotional cups down. Now you're going to bring in me another one? I'm not even touching it until it looks like this, a golden solid opportunity. Then I'll be interested in raising my head and raising my hand. Until then, I'm not even looking at this shit. Okay. Our fourth seed of intention that have been planted, we had the 7 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So this is saying letting go of attachments to people where you feel like you gotta, I hear helicopter over their growth and evolution. No, it's theirs to do. You planted some seeds, letting it go, letting them deal with it. Okay, interesting. We got 2 moonology cards out for this one. The first one is don't let pride get in your way. Full moon in Leo. For somebody, you've been holding on to this situation and it was because of your pride. You wanted to sit up there and watch this unfold. You knew, and you're like, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. And it's like, no, don't let your pride get in your way. Don't let it stop you. You were there to teach, to plant the seeds, and to move on in your purpose, to learn that you really do discern this work, how to get it done, how to make this move, how to make these accomplishments, how to raise that vibration, how to bring in consciousness. You know some truths that are true and tried and evidence-based practice. Okay, what else? You're very close to achieving your goal, gibbous moon. So Interesting. If you stay in this position saying, it's mine, it's mine, it's mine. I'm the one that taught them. I gotta keep it. It's gonna be mine forever. All you're gonna do is hold yourself back from achieving a very important goal. This person was a very important step on that journey. Especially as beliefs go, so many times we get to a better, more empowered belief and we say, this is it for me, or a better relationship, something that's more empowered than the last thing. And you say, this is it for me. I'm going to keep this forever. I'm going to just stay here forever. And the thing is, you think that that's it in a moment. The spirit is trying to show you that it's time for you to stretch yourself beyond where you think you're going, because there's more for you down the road. You only part way. This was just a bathroom break. This was just a stop to refill up the gas tank, get a snack, and hop back in the car and keep on moving. You weren't supposed to stay here forever. This is not your destination. The road, the journey of life is not done. There's still more. Okay. The bottom of the deck, your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn, your hard work is paying off. Keep going. You are here to achieve some amazing things that have not been done before. So don't stall out now, okay? Do not stall out now. So that's what we have for our free message today for everyone who is guided to watch this show. If you want to get your personal question answered, thank you for your $10 donation. Now I'm going to address that. So, Kat, I got your donation. Go ahead and put your question in the comment box, and I'll address it. Let me just see if we have anything else on the email or on Cash App. Kat says she wants guidance for me. I see it in the comments, babe. Guidance for me. So let's see what guidance we have for Kat. In other words, what is it important for Kat to do at this time? What deck of cards are we going to... Okay, they said to use the Prism Oracle and the Hermetic Tarot for you. One card from each to get a message for you personally, Kat. What do we have for Kat? What is the message for Kat? Oh, boy, it came out immediately. Reflection coming out for you. Reflection. So they're asking you to look at what is being mirrored back to you. Take it as an indicator. You're looking in a mirror. Your life is showing you something. Looking in a mirror. What is it showing you about yourself? Guidance for Kat, please and thank you. What's the most important message for Kat in regards to this reflection energy coming out for her? Show me what is the most important message for Kat at this time. The guidance. Thank you. The guidance, the Seven of Swords. Ooh, okay. The Seven of Swords and reflection. Girl, you're being asked to stick to the divine plan. You are being asked to stick to the divine plan. The Seven of Swords. Spirit gave you guidance. Anywhere where you're in harmony with the divine plan is showing up for you, and you're seeing it, and things are starting to move, and you can feel it. Okay. Have you followed the divine plan? God gave you some guidance already. Have you followed through? Are you sticking to the divine plan? Spirit says, we gave you the strategy. You gotta act in harmony with the divine strategy that was given to you. The Seven of Swords giving me the divine mind, the spiritual insight that has been given to you. Okay, Seven of Swords. Anywhere where somebody is, I'm hearing also guidance. Anywhere where somebody is being deceptive towards you, okay, and you're entertaining that, you're allowing that. What is that showing you about yourself, about your standards for yourself, about your self-perception and your self-beliefs? And is that in harmony with the divine plan that you've been given? Again, they're screaming the divine plan. Are you acting in harmony with the divine plan? I hear, we gave you a strategy. We gave you strategy, a strategy. What is a strategy? It's a very wise course of action to help achieve a specific outcome. Okay, they're saying, have you followed the divine plan? Okay, that's what I have for you, Kat. Thank you so much. Guidance for Royal Sagittarius. Thank you for your $10 donation. It is a minimum of $10 donation. If you want to get your personal cards read right now, you have time to send that in. Okay, let's see what we have for Royal Sagittarius. Okay, Eliza, I'm ignoring you because you have no connection to this reading right here. So Go ahead, type all you want, honey. I'm focused on Royal Sagittarius. What is the guidance for Royal Sagittarius? All right, how about, are you tuned in with what you're looking at? Okay. Royal Sagittarius, Royal Sagittarius, Royal Sagittarius. What is the most important guidance for Royal Sagittarius at this time, please and thank you? All right. Royal Sag, what do we have for you? Rejection. Your guidance is rejection. Okay. Well, let me see what else we have for you. There's an X here. You're at a crossroads where something must be rejected. Okay. For Royal Sagittarius, let's get something from the Hermetic Tarot. Okay. For Royal Sagittarius, you're at an important crossroads here where you're going to have to say no to something, okay, in order to move forward in the path of your choosing. Something here has got to be left out. Something here is not part of what moves forward with you, and you already have this feeling about it. You're I'm hearing you're seeking or needing external confirmation. Okay. All right. And this is to help you. I'm hearing this is to help you get more confident in your internal guidance and confirmation that you get. Okay, let's see. What is the guidance for Royal Sagittarius? One card from the Hermetic Tarot, please, for Royal Sagittarius. What is the most important guidance for Royal Sagittarius? And here we have the Five. Ooh, the Five of Pentacles, honey. The Five of Pentacles. Yeah, it's important for you to leave somebody out in the cold. You need to leave somebody the heck alone, and you know it. You need to leave somebody out. You need to leave somebody out in the cold. This is not for you. This energy is not for you. You've been in a powerful faith. You've been asking for guidance. You've been asking for a change. You've been asking for a healing. But the healing comes when you say, okay, you know what? This is just not part of me. This energy is not for me. Gotta let it go. You don't want to let it go. You want it to change. You want it to get fixed. I have faith that somehow this is going to work out with this one, and I won't have to let him go. They got a big red. This looks like the big red buzzer right now to me, where they say, it's an X. Exit out. Exit out. Part of the purpose of this one in your life was for you to recognize your value, your worth, and your purpose and your plan, and leave them out in the cold. So interesting, because sometimes when you've done so much healing for yourself, you become karma for them, for the others in your experience. So when you're unhealed, you allow them to come in and do this and do that and be some type of way and wait on them and hope they'll change and hope they heal and try to love who they're not yet, instead of appreciate them for where they're at and who they are right now. And so once you heal that inside of you, what you end up happen is that healed part of you now becomes the karmic connection for them. In other words, while they were there being that same way that you was hoping that was going to change, it was a karmic lesson for you. Once you let them go, now you become the karmic lesson for them, because this is a karmic connection. So it's a necessary for you. It is a necessary. Let me make sure I said that clearly. Not it's unnecessary. It is a necessary for you to let this go. Whatever this is on your mind, you know what it is. Okay. So until next time, that's what I have right now. Let me just check my phone one more time and just make sure if we complete. It looks like we are. Yes, that's what we have. Royal Sagittarius is sweet, on point. I'm glad you know what I'm talking about, girl. So until next time, thank you for being tuned in, tapped and turned on. Thank you for your beautiful donations. Until next time, sending you so much love and peace and happiness. Kamsahamnida. Gracias. Later, baby. Mwah.